Don't listen to Buhari. Visit scenes of terrorist attack. Akintoye tells United Nations Secretary General. Yoruba Nation Arrowhead, Professor Banji Akintoye has urged the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres not to listen to Nigeria's president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, but to visit scene of herdsmen and terrorist attacks. Akintoye also informed Guterres, who arrived in Nigeria on a 2 days official visit, that the country is a failed state. In a statement signed on Wednesday and made available to reporters by his communication manager, Maxwell Adeleye, Akintoye said Buhari has mismanaged Nigeria's diversity and ethnicity by running a government of the Fulani, by the Fulani, and for the Fulani. The statement was titled, "Your visit to Nigeria, a charade if you don't visit the theaters of the criminality of Fulani terrorists in South, Middle Belt." Akintoye tell United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, "Your Excellency cannot get the true picture of how close to the precipice Nigeria is unless you visit the theaters of the criminality of this government. Visit the Middle Belt, behold the atrocities of Fulani herdsmen and marvel. Visit the Southwest, visit Ifon, also in Ondo State, whose traditional ruler was murdered by Fulani herdsmen. Visit Southern Kaduna, where ethnic cleansing is a daily activity of the murderous Fulani nihilists. The same thing is happening in Taraba, Plateau, Niger, Ogun, and Oyo State, where Fulani herdsmen maim, rape, kill farmers, and destroy farmlands in their land-grabbing drive across the southern region of the country. Your Excellency, the list is endless, and the atrocity has not abated. The Buhari administration refuses to allow the victims arm and defend themselves, whereas the murderers are allowed to roam about with AK-47, looting, raping, maiming, and killing." Akintoye was quoted as saying, he continued, "You must be aware of how the security service of the Buhari administration invaded the homes of Yoruba self-determination activists Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, killing and maiming innocent and law-abiding citizens and destroying properties worth millions of dollars." Well, that is Professor Akintoye telling the United Nations Secretary General not to only visit Aso Rock, but to visit the theater where all these activities took place in the north, in the south, and even in the west. Well, this advice, I am sure the United Nations Secretary General knows about all this information before visit. What I would have expected the Prof to do is to ask what the United Nations is ready to do to make sure that this act of criminality is stopped by the federal government. They can go to the level of getting sanctions from even the United Nations and telling them not to give them some support until this and this is put in place. Giving a blanket opinion for me will not yield any result. But if they can compel the United Nations to work through the foreign powers to make sure whatever we need to fight these people, if it's not readily available, let them give. And if after getting it and the federal government refuses to use those instruments to fight these criminals, then we'll know that yes, they are working in tandem with these criminals. Well, what is your opinion about this? Kindly make your opinion known and subscribe to my page. Thank you and good day.